Well, that was a shit show. Oh my gosh. Christian, not Christian. Jordon Peterson debates 20 atheists. That was hard to get through. Seriously, like that was hard to get through. Hi, Timmy Gibson here, former fundamental evangelical Bible thumping, tongue talking, Holy Ghost rolling pastor. Did that for 30 years. Spent 48 years as an evangelical Christian, and this is my channel. Thank you so much for joining me. I really appreciate it. Just here telling my story about my deconstruction and reconstruction process. Started about 7 years ago. I mean, technically it started before that, when I started having some doubts and some deep concerns about this Bible that I was reading. And but I would say 7 years ago is when it really started taking a hard turn, and I began being extremely intellectually honest, and discovered that it in fact isn't true, and it's man-made. All religions are man-made, of course. Most of you that watch my channel know this. If you're new to my channel, side note, spoiler alert, it's not real. It's fake. It's myth. I wish someone would have told you earlier so you didn't have to hear it from me. Anyway, so yeah, listen, you guys know I don't do response videos. I just don't. Mainly because I don't know how to edit at this point. I just come on here and talk. But I did just watch most. I'll be honest, it was just tough to get through. You know, Jordon Peterson is notorious for word salad. I mean, he was on some other debate, and someone asked him just a simple question. Do you think Jesus like actually rose from the dead? And he said that would take me 40 minutes to answer that. I'm thinking, nah, it should only take about half a second. That's yes or no. Like, you can explain why you said yes, or you can give some kind of explanation why you said no. But I mean, it surely wouldn't take 40 minutes to answer a yes or no question. I mean, you know, do you believe it or not? Period. So yeah, I mean, it's just classic Jordon Peterson. And I'm you know, if the truth be told, listen, I had always liked Jordon Peterson up until I would, you know, again, it's in the beginning of my deconstruction process, I found Jordon Peterson, you know, thought-provoking and deep intellectual, and I loved his thoughts, and even his Old Testament Bible series was pretty okay, right? Because I thought he was coming at it as an agnostic or atheist, and so, you know, just looking at the value of the literature rather than, you know, the divinity of it. So it seems like who the hell knows what's up with Jordon Peterson. You know, there's several things I picked up from the debate, and again, I may link some other YouTubers that did just great response videos. I mean, just killed it in a good way, that I found just really fantastic. But, you know, Jordon Peterson, I really don't, you know, I'm not a psychologist, but man, he seems angry. You know what I mean? Like he just seems angry, and that is kind of disconcerting. Listen, let me just say this about debates. Like, I'll tell you what I honestly think about debates. I think Jordon could have won the debate, not proving God. Okay, you can win a debate without your side being true. It's just that you do a better job at debating, right? I've seen this before. I've seen Christians and scientists, you know, debate, or Christian and atheist debate, and I've watched those debates and thought, yeah, clearly, what's true, you know, the atheist has got the truth, you know, but the Christian did a good job. You know what I mean? Like they did a good job in the debate. Does that make sense? Am I making sense? Like these are two separate things. Whether you win a debate or not, whatever side you're on, doesn't mean that you won because it's true. You just won because you did a good job debating. And so when I first heard about this debate coming up, I thought, oh, like, yikes, I wouldn't want to debate Jordon Peterson. Of course, I wouldn't want to debate anybody, but you know what I mean? Like, I was like, oh man, that'd be a tough one. You know, Jordon Peterson is, you know, a pretty smart guy and good with his words. But dude, I mean, if you haven't seen it, honestly, it's hard to watch. I think the video came out entitled, I think it was Christian Jordon Peterson Debates 20 Atheists. Within about 4 hours later, I believe, is what I heard, that they changed it to just Jordon Peterson versus 20 Atheists. Because one of the dudes asked Jordon Peterson straight out, so said, you're a Christian, and Jordon Peterson said, I never said that. And I'm thinking, well, what the hell are we here for then? If you're not a Christian, like what the hell's going on? It's just hard to watch. But, you know, I mean, goodness gracious, Jordon Peterson just seemed angry, upset, not really well prepared, kept gaslighting and flipping and spinning and making dishonest intellectual arguments and circular reasoning, and I mean telling Christians what they actually believe or what they actually think, or I'm sorry, telling atheists what they think or what they. I mean, I just sat there thinking, Jordon, you're doing really bad. Like you really did a poor job at this debate. You know, especially again, coming from an atheist, I'm like, yep, that's not true for me. I know exactly what I was rejecting when I came to the conclusion that there was no Bible God specifically. As you know, I say I'm agnostic as it relates to, is there some God out in the universe somewhere? I don't freaking know. But is there the Bible God? No. I'm convinced that God clearly doesn't exist. And I've often said this too. If that God did exist, he is cruel, immoral, unjust, not benevolent, and clearly not all powerful. Like if that God, which he doesn't exist, you know, so this is all hypothetical, but like that God clearly doesn't exist, right? So when Jordon Peterson is telling the atheists, you know, they don't even know why they're rejecting God, or they don't even know what. I was thinking, Jordon, that is just so dishonest, bro. You know what I mean? Like that's just so dishonest. You don't know why any individual person is rejecting a Christian's claim that there's a God. As a matter of fact, I would say it's as vast as there are people. You know, some people, yeah, maybe there are some people that leave the faith because they got hurt. Some because of the hypocrisy. Some because whatever. Like there could be some reason. They're mad at God, mad at the church hurt them. I mean, of course, some people walk away from faith for that reason. But then there are other people, and I would be one of them, that left because of an honest pursuit of truth and an honest inquiry into the claims that I was personally making and preaching and proclaiming from the pulpit. And as I looked deeper, I just realized, oh, goodness gracious, like this isn't true. It's just not true. And so, yeah, I'm not recommending to watch the debate. I mean, it was so painful. That's my biggest takeaway is just how terrible Jordon Peterson did, how angry he seemed, how unhappy he seemed, how defensive he seemed, and just the word salad. Like he should go into politics. I mean, he was all over the place, saying nothing, yet saying something. It was just, honestly, it was, how would I put this? It was peculiar, I guess, is just, that's one thing I would say. It was very odd. It was very peculiar. It was very strange. Yeah, I found it, Cuss and Discuss down below if you watched it. What'd you think? it was hard to watch, honestly. It was hard to get through. So I've enjoyed a lot of the response videos by other YouTubers much better than I did the actual debate. Like I said, I was punching past it because it was just difficult. All right, listen, thank you so much. Cuss and Discuss down below. Like, subscribe, do all the stuff. I appreciate you. Peace.